Hey everyone, thanks for joining. It's Patty from pspapercrafts. I'm so glad you're here with me today, and I want to show you a fun technique. I made this card using the floating strips technique. Never heard of it before, but there's a challenge in a group that I'm in, so I figured I would give it a try, and I'll show you how to do it. So these are strips of designer series paper, and this was, they're adhered to a piece of window sheet, or I'm going to show you a different way of doing it, using the sheets that come on your photopolymer stamps. So this is I think it's time for a celebration, and I'm using the beautiful balloons, and then the bright and beautiful designer series paper that I cut that out with. We're going to make a different card, but I'll have all the information about how to make this card as well as the card we're going to make today on my blog. And you can go to pspapercrafts.com and you can get all the measurements and pictures and everything like that. But isn't this pretty? I love it. I think this is a cool idea. And I just wanted to show you for this designer series paper, I cut the strips from this top part. So I went down, I don't know, somewhere around here, and I just cut them in strips. So today we're going to just use cardstock. So I have blues. You can use any colors you want and make it nice. I thought I would just make a kind of a light blue to medium blue to dark blue. So this is balmy blue. This is azure afternoon, and then this is blueberry bushel. And then I cut this leafy piece from the dies, from the Gorgeously Made dies. It goes with this Gorgeously Made. It's a bundle. So I cut that leaf, and we're going to use the sentiment from here. So let's get started. The first thing we'll do, I've already cut these for you. So these are 4 by a ½ inch. You can make them wider, longer, shorter. You can use a circle, a square, a shape to cut them out. So the first thing we'll do is we're going to get our, I'm going to use this as a kind of a guideline, and I wanted to show you, you can use a window sheet, or I'm going to use, this is from, if you get a photopolymer stamp set, it always comes with a kind of a thin sheet and then a thicker sheet. So what I do is I take all my stamps off and put them on the pictures, and then I'll end up covering them with this sheet, and I slide this one back here, and then if I ever need a window sheet, I've got one. So that's what we're going to do, although we do sell window sheets if you want to just use those. So I'm going to line this up so it's on the grid, and I'm just going to start adhering these, and I'm going to go from lighter to darker. You can mix and match. You can use whatever colors, designer series paper, whatever you want. You can do ½ inch and make a bigger one, or you could probably even go smaller. And we're just going to put a little bit of glue. Let me just get another glue. I'm always out of glue. I use so much of it. And you only want a little bit because you don't want it to ooze out. And I'm just going to, oh boy, there we go. I think I'm going to actually get even another glue, but I'll stop to do that. I don't want it to come out too fast. Let's go back to this one. I should probably have a new glue for when I do videos. There we go. Okay, so I will just put it, I'm going to start it, I don't know if you can see that line, but I'm going to just start it. It goes kind of end to end. And I'm just using this as a guide so that they're straight. Okay, and then I'm going to try to evenly space them out. Let me get another glue. Okay, so I'll probably speed this up and mute it so you don't have to watch me, but I'm just going to put 3 of each color and see where I'm at. I counted these on this one. These are also a ½ and these are 10 strips. So depending on how far apart you put them, you want a little bit of space, and you really want to try not to have the glue ooze out. Okay, and then if I need more than 3 each, I'll probably go below with another of the blueberry bushel. So I'm just going to put this down like this. Okay, so now I'll take my stylish shapes and I want to see if I'm big enough. No, I need to go one more, so I'm going to do one more of the dark. I love this blueberry bushel. I really, I know it, we used to have it and it came back and I forgot how much I liked it. It's just a pretty blue. I was thinking when I first started and I decided I wanted to make blues that I would do some kind of a water, sea, whatever, but then I like this little piece there, so let's see how this looks. Okay, that looks good. All right, so let's put our glue down back. So I had cut 4 of each of those, and let's put all of this aside. I'm going to get my Big Shot, my stamp and cut and emboss machine. I just really have trouble with that. Okay, so I have it right here. Let's move this aside, and we're just going to cut this out. Now, I'm using the stylish shapes, and I want to really cut through. This is a lot to cut through, and I want to make sure I have some of the top and some at the bottom. I don't want to end like that, right? So you want to end where you have some at each end. I just want to make sure this is going to not cut too far down. I think I need to do one more strip. I wonder if I could fit one more. I'm just looking back here. I think it's gonna just be shy. So each time you make this, you know, depending on how much space you have between them, you might have to adjust how many strips you have. So I'm wondering if I can do this. I think I will. It's just gonna make it. All right, let's do that. So it's kind of even on the top and the bottom. I mean, I could probably put even a darker one like Night of Navy. Okay, so let's see if we can do this. Now, one thing about doing these window sheets is that it's slippery, which makes it nice on one hand because you can maneuver, but on the other hand, you may have the glue just being a little too slippery and oozing out a little bit. So let's see. I'm going to go like this. I might not have needed to add that one, but we'll see how it works. Okay, so now we're going to put our top on, and we are going to go back and forth a few times. Sorry for the shaking and the noise. We really want it to cut through nicely. One more. Okay, let's see how we made out. Let's put this aside. Let's put this on here. And I think that having the stitching makes it even a little bit tougher. I might have to cut some of it. We'll see. Maybe I should have gone one more time. All right, so I'm going to get my scissors and see if we need to cut some of it. It is a lot for my machine to go through. Oh. The other one that I made, this one, it pretty much popped out. There was just a couple of places I had to just snip. I'm just going right along the line. Boy, this seems like a tough one right here. There we go. Nope. Well, hopefully you won't have this. Maybe do it one more time than I did. I didn't have to cut this much at all. So I guess my suggestion would be to go one more time, back and forth. Okay. Isn't that pretty? So now you have, and I don't know, I guess I could have done it more in the middle and then save this for something, but so the next thing I want to do is emboss a layer. So we're going to put this on here, but I want to emboss it first. So I am going to use the, here it is, the exposed brick 3D embossing folder. I love embossed layers, so as much as I can, I will emboss a layer. So we're going to put this in. I like to line it up with a line down here. Okay, and make sure it's nice and straight. We're going to get our machine. We are going to use the platform and then this gray, because this is a 3D embossing folder, so we're going to use the gray plate, and that should work perfect. And we'll just run it through. Isn't that pretty? And you can use either side. I think I like this side. The bricks are coming out more. Okay, so we are going to put this right on here. No, I'm going to go with this side. Decisions. So we'll just put some glue on the back, get it all over, and put it, this is a blueberry bushel card base. And I love white with blue. I love it with Night of Navy. And then for this, we're going to pop it up. And I am going to use the mini dimensionals. So I have the minis, and I'm not going to put it everywhere, but I will put it, if it will fit here. I just want to make sure it doesn't show through. So you'll see there's a flat end and a pointy end. So you want to make sure you put the flat end in the right place. Okay. And I'll put them here or there, just so it holds. Flat end on top and bottom. Okay, let's take the backs off. And again, if you want to use different colors, or if you wanted to make it where it's, you know, not light to dark, you can just, you know, do every in order, light, medium, dark, kind of that way. Or pop in something different in the center, or a pink or a red. These all off? No. I think they're all off now. Nope, this one. Okay, so I'm going to go from light to dark, and I'm just going to put it right in the center. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a shine behind it. And then we have this piece that I thought we would just put right on it. Just something we can put it, which way do we want it? Before we put that down, let's do our sentiment. So the sentiment is from the Gorgeously Made. I'm doing a thank you. And I already have this cutout, and this is also, this is really my go-to. It's this, and the same thing with this one. I just use this, and then I use the big circle. So let's stamp this in Blueberry Bushel. Let me just test her out. Okay. It's kind of a big, that's good, right? So we'll do it this way. And close this up. And I'm just going to put a tiny bit of glue on this. Just little dots here or there. I love our liquid glue. Oops. Fumble. No, I'm going to leave it like that. Okay, and then let's put this down with some big dimensionals. And then we'll just bling it up a little bit and put an inside on it. Pretty cool technique. And I want to make it for like more of a, maybe with the decal edge or something like that, more of a main part of the card, maybe with some fun designer series paper. I'll have to play with it. Okay, and let's get some, I have these, and I used the Berry Burst on this, but I think these are Blueberry Bushel. This is Lemon Lime Twist, and I'm not sure what the green is. Shaded Spruce, I'm not sure. And it's not on the package. They used to have them on the package. That makes it hard for me to remember everything. So should we do, let's do the blue. I know we have the Lemon Lime Twist here, but let's just do a blue. And I'm gonna kind of do the same thing. You know me, I never know where to put these things. And then on the inside, we have an inside layer. And I think what I'll do is, let me get my scrap. I think I'm going to just put this big branch here in the Lemon Lime Twist. And I may stamp it off first. I want to see how it stamps, how dark it is. Should we do both? We'll do both. We'll go like this, lift it up, move it a little bit. This, lift it up, move it a little bit. You can barely see the third one, but I like to do that. So I think they call it first, second, and third generation. And then we want to just put this down on the inside, and the card is done. So again, I'll have all the measurements and some pictures. I don't think I need a project sheet for this. I usually have a project sheet if it's a lot of different sizes and folds and things like that. But this is just the basic idea, is to cut strips and attach them to an a window sheet or acetate sheet or whatever you want to call it. And you can cut the strips as long or as short as you want, depending on the shape that you're using and how thick you want them. So if I were to do maybe a full sheet, I may do 3/4 of a half inch. These are 1/4 inch. I may do a 1/2 inch or something like that. But aren't they pretty? I love them. I think it's a great technique, and I hope you give it a try. If you like this, give me a thumbs up. You can follow me, subscribe. You can head to my blog, pspapercrafts.com, and if you want to subscribe to my email list, you can do that as well. There's a button there to do that on my blog. All right, thanks so much, and you have a good day. Bye.